The UK government needs to stop arming Israel. We're seeing a Holocaust unfolding, and it's being paid by the British taxpayer. As a healthcare worker, we have taken an oath to preserve human life, and we are standing here today to honour that oath.
Doctors like Dr. Ahmed Al-Muqaddam, who was executed with his mother in Al Shifa Hospital, Dr. Khalid Al-Sirr, who was abducted from the Nasser Medical Complex. His family don't even know if he's alive or dead. 600 health workers who've been killed, hundreds more who are missing. This is unacceptable. This is a war on healthcare. This is a war on health workers. This is a war on human beings.
David Cameron has recently come out and said that Israel is still acting under international humanitarian law, which is why that we will continue selling weapons to them. However, there have been many evidence shared in courts that Israel is breaching international humanitarian law.
Is a protest organised by PSC for demanding a two-way arms embargo with Israel. Youth Demand also have that same demand. We are asking that the UK government stop supplying weapons to Israel and stop buying weapons from Israel.
Well, today we're highlighting the slogan "Stop Arming Israel" because we think this could end the genocide, the terrible thing that's going on in Gaza very, very quickly. And at the moment, the US is the biggest arms supplier, Germany's a very big arms supplier, but Britain is an arms supplier as well. So this is pressure on our government and on the opposition to say we want a change of policy.
I've lived in Gaza. It was horrendous when I was there 16 years ago. It is unexcusable. We are paying for taxes. We are paying with every coffee you buy, with every income tax you pay. Your government, your democratically elected representatives are funding genocide for their support of the Jewish state of Israel. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Refuse to pay your taxes. Refuse in unison. We're paying for genocide. Those are facts.
We know that it's a genocide. The lawyers have called it a genocide, and yet our government have still failed to act. They are still continuing to arm Israel to this day, arms which are being used in this horrific genocidal acts against Palestinians. So we're showing to the government that we will not be stopped. We will keep coming out every single week until the arms sales to Israel stops, until there's an end to the genocide and an end to the illegal occupation and apartheid.
We're literally just about to join the march. We've just been given an enormous applause. Once again, people love the Jewish bloc. They're happy to see us here. They're glad that we're standing in solidarity with Palestinians on Shabbat.
I'm here because I don't know what else to do. I don't know how we get all this to stop. It ought to stop, and I don't want to stay at home if there's the slightest possibility that it might make a difference.
As you can see, it's like 3 deep again. There's nobody here.
I think that it's important just to show that it's not anti-Semitic to protest against the genocide. I think the way that the Holocaust has been weaponized is unforgivable.
Well, my father experienced a genocide, and that motivates me to say never again for anyone.
These people there are there for hate. They hate the Palestinians, they hate us, they hate anyone that wants peace. Israel is now trying to get the war started against Iran, against Lebanon, against Yemen. Israel is a danger to the whole region and to peace in the whole world.
I am just amazed that they have the cheek to come out in support of genocide, in effect. Extraordinary. I thought they would want to hide away.
From the sea to the river.
I'm here to demand the UK and the whole world to stop arming Israel, because what is happening in Gaza is a genocide, and no matter what anyone says, it's always going to be a genocide.
In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians.
Just to show solidarity, and I think it is actually having an effect. You know, it's changing the opinion of the elite, and that's what matters. The opinion of the elite slowly shifting.
In our thousands, in our millions.
London turning out again Our solidarity, our voices, our action are needed now more than ever.
I mean, today's protest is more important than ever. You know, we have a government that is not doing anything to end arms sales. We need people out on the streets every week now saying that we are not going away until we get a permanent and immediate ceasefire, that we get humanitarian aid in and we restore funding to UNRWA.
Britain shamefully is supplying weapons to Israel, which now unequivocally is engaged in a genocide of the Gazan people, and it appears to be moving towards a genocide of more people in the region.
We should not be arming Israel. We should actually be prosecuting anybody who does facilitate the arming of Israel. And if those people are in power, they should be removed from power.
One of the main acts of criminal depravity is the use of healthcare as a weapon against health workers and the Palestinian people.
With respect to what happened to Dr. Ghassan yesterday, it's a very clear case of other governments, again, complicit in genocide, trying to silence the truth, and for the Palestinian truth, as usual, to be silenced, because they know that people like Dr. Ghassan, as witnesses to the genocide, hold a specific power, especially as a health worker, and that's why the healthcare worker movement across the UK with Health Workers for Palestine has been so strong, because health workers are witnesses and they have a very unique voice, and to them he's dangerous.
On the 22nd of October, Israel bombed my home in Gaza. They killed 21 members of my family. Here are their names. My father, Nasr al-Naouq, 75 years old. My sister, Wala al-Naouq, 36 years old, and all of her children.
The Palestinians have been dehumanized for a long time right now. So I feel very proud that the names of my family will not be lost to history, will not be lost with the thousands and thousands of Palestinians who were killed. My family names have to be remembered. People here in the UK and everywhere need to hear the names of my family, the kids, the women, the children who were killed by Israel. So I was very proud to see the names of my family here in the heart of London, in front of hundreds or thousands of people who attended the protest. It's also very important that we challenge the Western media narration about Palestine, that the Palestinians are terrorists, that their lives don't matter. No, our lives matter, our people matter, and our families will keep immortal in the hearts and minds of the people all around the world. And that's why I will keep saying the names of my family who were killed by Israel.
Zuhair Yusuf Khadra, Majid Yusuf Khadra, Shadi Zuhair Khadra.
I'm from Gaza. I born in Shifa Hospital, which is destroyed now totally. My home next to Shifa Hospital, which is destroyed totally. I just received the pictures, the photos of my house a few days ago. They destroyed the whole neighborhood. They killed all memories of me and my family. No one seriously asked them to stop. That's why it's important for everyone to come here, to add more pressure to UK government, asking them to stop arm Israel.
A ceasefire, which means you stop shooting, it means you allow people to live. We're met with the idea that somehow or other this is dangerous and unrealistic. Well, what's dangerous and unrealistic is to kill tens of thousands of Palestinians and say that is done in self-defense.
On Monday, Parliament will be back, and that will be a time to raise the issue of the ICJ judgment and the breach of the Geneva Convention, and demanding the truth about British arms supplies to Israel and the use of RAF Akrotiri. And so this is about solidarity with the people of Palestine, but it's also a very poignant demonstration. Before I spoke, a list of a lot of people that have been killed was read out. They're all lives, they're all people, they're all lives that have been lost and wasted.
One last time, raise your flags for Palestine.